All right, we're just gonna go live as is. My other camera and microphone aren't working today again. I'm not really sure what to do about it, but hey everyone, we got Rocky Mountain Bear, we got Boot. I don't know, is anyone else hanging out? We've had some issues recently with some people not showing in the chat weirdly. But I checked and there's no one blocked or hidden on my channel. So I see Allison, who's in the backstage right now. She's just coming back on. I can pull her up on that little screen. There's Allison. Hi, Allison.
Hi, everyone.
So I think what I'll do today is, just to avoid any extra echo on my end, I don't know, I guess we could try headphones. See how this works. Hey, Wyoming Adventures. Sorry, we're dealing with technical difficulties. I'm looking for my little adapter for my phone. There it is. A little headphone adapter for the lightning cable. My microphone's not working today. I was having issues trying to plug it in and get it going. So, bear with me. We got Allison hanging out. I'm just going to have a kind of basic hangout today. Not a whole lot planned other than showing y'all some goodies I got from a friend.
That's exciting.
There we go. How does this sound? Is that all right? Hopefully with this microphone thing?
It is, as long as you don't touch it a lot. There's a little scratchy noise when you touch it.
That's what I was afraid of. Okay.
Other than that, yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, let's just flip the camera.
Does it sound good?
All right, so today...
We've got dishes in the background here. That won't last very long, I promise.
So here's all the goodies I got for free yesterday. There's a stack of agates.
Oh my goodness.
A huge mass of pyrite and quartz. I think it might be a lead galena ore. It is heavy, heavy, heavy. Some massive agate slabs here. I think I can hear it in the background too. I think it's going to be better without the headset, honestly. But yeah, look at these. They're huge.
Already rigged for hanging in the window.
Yeah, so this was a partially started project, and I'm working on a video right now explaining more of all this. But all these have these little... Sorry, I keep smacking my tripod. All these glued onto them. And they were going to be hung from this large piece of wood. It is not petrified wood, but it's a large chunk of wood. And they were going to hang them all from that. So
I see, yeah.
Yeah, I'll explain more in my video, but what happened is a friend of a friend, their grandfather passed away. And this was a bunch of stuff they had left behind. So it's an unfinished project I'm going to work on. It's some stuff I'm going to clean up. This is a big chunk of rose quartz. And then we got a little fish fossil from, looks like a Green River fish fossil.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
It's my first one of those, so that's pretty exciting. Truncus geode with some wild crystals in it. I need to identify what they are. It's pretty dirty and dusty. I need to clean all that out. I was debating having that be the live, basically. Just hang out, clean this crystal, clean it up, and then we'll call it. It won't be...
love.
Yeah, it won't be a super long one, but I figure we'll clean this and try and figure out what these crystals are. So those crystals glow in the UV a nice like red color. Let's see, I put it right here.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah, that's really nice.
I texted Jeff, Ken, or someone else, if y'all could. Maybe he's just busy driving at the moment, but I texted him and told him we were going live. He might just be lurking and watching and not typing. But Jeff I was showing him this earlier.
It's possible that he still is. That's
yeah.
Oh my
But
goodness. Those are wild.
let's see if I can show the phosphorescence though too.
Oh yeah, do it.
A little bit.
Oh yeah, they pop for just a second.
Yeah, wild Truncus geode. So
Super
we'll clean that
cool.
up in a minute. And I'll show a few of these other ones off. But I don't want to give too much away. Got to leave some for the video. That's pretty wild. And then I'm going to have to tilt the camera down for this one. I got this little box. And it's some hemimorphite from Mexico.
Wow.
I've never owned any hemimorphite in crystal form, only the botryoidal blue chalcedony looking stuff.
What in the crazy?
They're super thin. They're like little paper thin crystals.
Wow.
Yeah, that's so awesome. That's something I've always wanted. So Benzo, you said you bet it's calcite in that geode, but that's what I thought at first too, until I realized just how hard it was, and that it has this crystal structure with facets on it. Look at that. It's a natural faceted stone. And it feels harder than calcite, and this one here is cut and polished. And look at it. That doesn't look like a calcite shine, or none of the cleavage, really. I don't know. But this one's also a crystal. I can't really show it too well and get the camera in there. But this also has crystal faces. So I don't know. I thought calcite at first too, but then Jeff said probably not calcite, and I was like, you know what? You're right. It's really hard and dense.
Interesting.
But yeah, we'll scrub that one out.
There is Jeff in the chat, by the way. Hi, Jeff.
Okay, yeah. Hey, Jeff. And then I'll show you this monstrosity.
Oh my gosh, what is that?
A dyed, horribly dyed geode.
Is it really? It's kind of cool.
Wait for the UV. That's the only thing that's cool about this dye job, I think.
Okay, that is kind of cool.
Goes from pink to like orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's weird. I was thinking I'll do a video to see if we can remove the dye, and it would be kind of fun, like a how to clean dye off your fake geodes or something. I don't know. Because it's pretty. It's got beautiful quartz clusters in there, and it's huge.
Yeah, it is.
I think it would have been gorgeous had they not dyed it.
Do you know how they did that? How they dyed it?
They break them open, and then they literally pour a liquid in there, let it soak for days or weeks or whatever it takes, and then pour it out and rinse it out with some water.
Huh. Interesting.
I've seen that with these ones. So you can tell with these ones because it's only on the inside layer. So it only soaked from the inside out. So they filled the broken open geode with dye. Other ones, they'll set them in a whole bath of dye, and you'll see it soak from the skin into the geode.
Okay.
So, yeah, this one doesn't have it on the skin. And what they do with those, in
that auction stuff up from Canada, there were 2 agates, and smushed in between the 2 agates was like an ink pad that you would use for like stamping ink pad.
Oh,
and it actually dyed the agates.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Yeah, what they'll also do with these, after they dye them from the outside, if they soak them, they'll put another fake plaster on it. They'll coat it in a plaster to hide the dye.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I never know if this is actually like, if that's really the clay and dirt it comes in.
Oh, see, and I think that's pretty. I think the job they did on that agate with the ink pad is terrible. That's the most horrible thing I've maybe seen ever. Right next to painting rocks.
Right. There was a chunk of what looks to be honey Utah calcite. More and more of this stuff just keeps finding its way to me. That's funny. That looks like the Utah stuff, but here it was in California. It made its way to me.
That's cool. What about that blue piece? Yeah,
So those, I'm pretty sure, are a sodalite.
And they're cool under the UV.
Yeah, it was really bright when I checked earlier.
Oh yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, I'm going with some kind of sodalite. No pyrite to make it look like lapis. Not the right, quite right blue. Now this chunker, oh, it's heavy. This piece is like, I don't know, got to be 15, 20 pounds. I'll weigh it in my video. But it's just gorgeous pyrite and quartz.
That is cool. I bet it is heavy too.
And yeah, I think it's galena, lead ore. It's got some pyromorphite in here. Some things that look like, yeah, some pyromorph right there.
So hi to City Rock Hounding. Hi to Melissa. And Jeff says he'd love to get the dye out of some of his.
Oh, hey, Nick. How's it going, Nick?
And
Welcome
then
in, Melissa.
Melissa said dyed agate is the worst. I agree.
Yeah.
I really, truly agree.
Yeah. Well,
and
luckily.
What's the worst about that is that there are tons of people out there that have no idea that it's dyed and think that it naturally looks like that, and they're just so proud.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like,
luckily, none of these are dyed.
yeah, those are gorgeous.
And most of them are full slabs. A couple have some chipped edges, but almost all of them are full slabs. And there's some massive ones here. But none of them are polished. So I got to figure out if I'm going to actually, my flat lap's not big enough for this. This one, the saw almost gave it a natural polish there, but you can see the saw marks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got some rough edges that need to be filed down. But yeah, there's some amazing slabs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, me too, Jeff. I love Brazil. This one, it's got a kidney in it or something right there.
That's kind of cool.
There's one here I really got to find and show you specifically.
Ooh, oh my goodness, that pattern.
Yeah, the quartz growing in it.
That is bizarre.
Oh yeah, this one. Hold on. Let's get up to the edge.
That's nice. It's got everything. Dendrites, banding.
Plumes.
Quartz.
Yeah. There's one here. Might be hiding at the bottom of the pile.
Jeff says get yourself a wet angle grinder.
Right?
Yeah.
It is. It's the next one after this. So take a little close look at this one.
Spot.
Love, there's so many bands in that. The closer you get, you just see. Yeah. It's lots of tiny, like those, each one of those is made up of like 10 bands or more. This one, so this last one, this one's really cool because
Loki says send him the kidney one, please. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. It's terrible, but yeah, no kidding, right?
No, Loki's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah, I love that.
Also, hey Art, how you doing, man? So look, that one was like a geode, and it had a big quartz crystal growing sideways in the geode, and it got spliced.
It's beautiful. Its hexagonal shape is so cool.
Right? So a crystal got sliced into it and stayed.
That's too cool.
Right? The banding grew around the crystal that was grown first. So that tells you that quartz crystals grew in the crust first. One big one grew, and then something changed that allowed it to be a microcrystalline quartz and transition from larger quartz crystals to a chalcedony. And it just flowed around it. That is so wild.
That is neat.
So yeah, the idea with those was to put them all on that big mobile, and they'd be kind of like a big wind chime or something.
Sun catcher, wind catcher, yeah.
Love it.
That's cool.
Oh yeah. I wanted to say it earlier on your live, but I figured I'd wait for it now. And hold on, I maybe flip the camera around for this dorky moment.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh, come on, tripod. I have a question for y'all. Why does a space rock taste better than an Earth rock? Because it's a little meteor.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I am telling that tonight at the meteorite meeting. I'm gonna wait till we're recording too, and I'm gonna interrupt the meeting to tell that. That is epic.
Please do.
Bump. Yes.
Oh, that one was so good.
Oh my goodness.
Credit goes to the PBS Eons series. I actually saw it on an episode on there. However, it was told a little differently in a way that didn't make sense because it said, "Why do moon rocks taste better than Earth rocks? Because they're a little meteor." And I was like, "Well, moon rocks aren't meteors." So I kind of just changed moon rock to space rock.
Oh my goodness, I love that. I love that. That is great. That is great.
My leg fell asleep and has been like tingling. I was sitting weird the way I was leaning forward and showing all those agates, and now my leg is tingly and asleep.
I can't believe I didn't come up with that too. Like,
all right. Oh,
like
I heard that, and the second I heard that, I was like, Allison's gonna love this one.
Oh
and
my goodness.
That's literally why I asked you to come on today. I was like, one, I like hanging out with Allison. I want her on here. She can help hang out, read the chat for me, point out things I missed, but also, like, I gotta tell her that joke now.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good one.
Oh, yes.
Let me flip the camera. There's so many buttons to push to flip the camera back around. Okay, so I'll move some of these out of the way. Oh, actually, I didn't show all of them, but like I said, I got to leave some for the video. Ooh. This one kind of reminds me of the Eye of Ra. It's got like the eye and the teardrop looking thing under it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Egyptian Eye of Ra or whatever it is.
That one made me squeal. I said, "Ooh!"
I'm gonna go buy a whole bunch of chain. I think they had one piece of chain in all of this, and I think that's what I'll do. I'll figure out if I'm gonna. I don't know. I don't want to just cheap out and just spray these with a clear coat to make them look shiny. That's kind of cheap. That's cheating. But I'd have to remove all of the bales they put on there, all of the mounts. So I might have to remove all of those that are glued on, and then polish them, and then replace them, and get them on chains and hang them. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting project. It's going to be a long one. Because there's a lot. I still haven't shown them all. Like, there's so many. There's just little stacks of them here.
And there was a suggestion earlier. I can't remember if it was Moi or somebody else who said it, but mineral oil them in the meantime. And until you can polish them.
Yeah, I did get water just to show. I was going to show them. I didn't end up spraying them to show y'all, but here, maybe one or two, like this one. That one looks like it could be colorful.
Oh my goodness, it may be.
Oh yeah, I love Brazilian. That one's weird.
It's pretty.
Got all these blobs in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love it. Just that crystal.
Like purple blue. That's too cool, that crystal.
Wait, is that kind of amethysty? Am I seeing things? Is that a reflection of purple or what the heck? Do y'all see that?
I do, like a periwinkle purple in there, right? And then what? Jeff says if you don't want to fool with all of that, you could just send them to him.
Of course, Jeff. From this side, we don't see it.
Did you get his payment?
Wait, who? Oh, yes, I did. Ken, your box is on the way. Sorry. I did not message everyone. You are all good, Ken. I thought I liked your payment. I mean to do that so people know that I get it. Like, click on the PayPal or Venmo payment and be like this payment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to go grab my little electric toothbrush that I have for my rocks and a little thing of water. I don't know if you want to update people. I think everyone here, maybe City and Melissa, I don't know if they caught your live earlier. You can give them a little update about what you did today.
I cleaned a lot of that up.
You did.
I did. That's okay though. We looked at some really cool stuff today that I got from my uncle. I have a couple right here. Like there just happens to be an agate that he sent, and like another piece of agate that he sent. And they're not really big or anything, but I think we're gonna cut them in the near future. There was a hot rock too that he sent that I'm curious, what's going on in there. It's a little different than some of the hot rocks that I find. I'd put it away already. And we looked at some really cool Crystal Park stuff. The backlight on some of those they look black crystals from Crystal Park that look black. And when we backlit them, they were like gold, amber, fiery red. Oh, so pretty. Go check it out. And then I cut one more piece off of my favorite rock too, and it's hanging out back in the saw right now. So, hi Cody. Welcome. Hope you're having an awesome afternoon. So I got a few things going on over here, and we're getting ready to change the tumbler. I've got a whole load full of uranium glass that we're gonna roll through the tumbler this next batch. And I picked out a bunch of earth rocks, also ready to. Ragnar, popping in for a quick hi. Glad you did. And mostly pet wood will probably be in my rock side of my tumbler this next go around, and that's a week behind, so that'll be next week.
Is about 30 pounds.
Thanks, please.
So that's like.
And there's Rufo back with all his tools.
Yeah, hey Ragnar. Show you this before you dip. Check this out. Catch my next video. I'll try and get it out tonight. It might be out tomorrow. I've still got to edit it and finish recording the end, but pretty
Catch
cool
his next
fish
video that
fossil.
was very punny as he held up the fish fossil.
Unintentional pun. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was punny.
Catch the next video with this awesome fish fossil.
Right? Yes.
Oh. If you're punny and don't know it, well,
Clap
you're probably a dad. I'm practicing to be a dad. I'm not a dad yet, just to clarify.
Dog dad.
Yes. I've got my dogger daughters. All right, try and move these lights in a little bit more. Oh, that one's at its limit.
That's all right.
If I can suggest something to y'all, get an electric toothbrush to clean your rocks. It's great. Although the water mostly took all that dust off. I don't know that it really needs
That
any
helps
scrubbing.
a lot. I would do it just because there's stuff in the cracks and crevices, so that will be much more sparkly pretty if you give it a little brushy brush. You know it.
Yeah, I can still see a little extra coming off. But yeah, we got this was our nice actual electric toothbrush that it came with multiple heads, so me and my partner used this and each had our own heads for it, but we got a nicer, newer one. And I was like, well, let's not throw that one away. I'm going to use it for my rocks.
Mm-hmm. Sky Warrior. Boy, it's been a minute since I've seen Sky Warrior in the chat.
Hey, how's it going, Rich? You at work today? And if so, how's work going? Got this Trunkus geode with some
yeah,
mystery crystals. Oh, and Angie, hello. Textile guns, are they expensive? That's a good question, Melissa.
I don't even know what that is.
I think kind of like the small pressure washers, like you could spray it out with a little. Look at that. It looks kind of like. No, it's got those striations like my Cyrosite does, but I wonder what kind of crystal this is.
You should probably hit it again. We've got some people in the chat that I don't think were here at the beginning.
I'm trying to get some more of that water out of there. So, for those who don't know, this is a Truncus geode.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, yeah. There it is.
Yeah, that one was covered before.
Well, this will wake you up from your nap, Sky Warrior.
Small phosphorescence. It lingers for just a second. It's got this really nice, I'll pull it in here too tight with the camera, but let me move the lights back. So right here, look at that those tiny eyes in there.
Those are cool.
Yeah, that is beautiful. That's a nice one. And whoever did it did polish all around the edge, so I don't have to do anything to this one.
A good job too. That's a nice piece.
I'm really wondering what these mystery crystals are. They're hard. They seem a lot harder, not hotter than calcite. I'm distracted because I keep hearing my stomach growl. I just ate my first meal of the day. I hadn't really eaten today, and now I keep hearing my tummy like blah, 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 blah. Cannonball. Well,
what's that side of it do? Is there any more of that red on the outside?
I doubt it, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to look, would it?
Right.
It's got a face on it, kind of.
It does, kind of.
Oh, yeah, a little.
Yeah, kind of negative.
The blue is probably fuzzies from my towel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, all of the fluorescence is inside.
Yeah, just those
definitely
crystals.
Growing from the inside. It looks like a coconut, Angie says. And your mom is here. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Hello, hello.
Oh, even Prairie Kid said hi, Mom.
Okay, so I guess got a little time. I wasn't going to make this a super long stream. It'll be a fairly short one, but just for the heck of it, let's do a couple things. I'm going to rinse off this rose quartz because it's just got gunk in the cracks. But let's just see for funsies if any pink dye comes out with just water. I kind of doubt it.
I'm curious too.
Let's see. Maybe I shouldn't have the rose quartz in there while I do it, but I'm just going to dip it in and see if I see any leaching of color.
Like tip it over and let it set in there while you scrub the quartz and then see. Great.
Bring in a little closer.
Science.
Yeah, I'm going to try a couple acids and different things to see if it'll leach out or hopefully dissolve. I'm going to break some chunks off of it. We'll do some pieces in, I don't know. We'll try a few things. Vinegar, iron out. I might have to go pick up some acid, like actual hydrochloric, or muriatic, I mean. Oh, man. Oh, it's coming right off.
No. Oh, my God.
Let's get that rose quartz out of there.
Yeah.
I don't want to get that dye on my rose quartz because that's real pink.
Oh, my goodness.
That's just coming right off. Gore. That's mineral gore. Oh. I can see it dissolving off the back one on its own too, right there.
I can too, yep. Just with the rinse.
Oh, I can see it floating. There's just chunks of it floating in the water. It's not even like dyeing the water pink. It's coming out in chunks, like a paint. Like they just spray painted it.
Ooh, Boot says acetone. Fingernail polish remover.
Yeah, I think you're right. I will do that for a third option, Boot. And I'm kind of thinking they literally just spray painted in there.
I don't know, because it's covering even like, every part of it. Like it makes you think they like swished it around and dumped it out. Kind
Yeah,
of
kind of like I was
but,
saying before, just soaked it
oh
in a
my
solution.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think they just soaked it in a solution. You're right.
Oh, seriously. That reminds me of like that Melissa Etheridge commercial about the abandoned pets. Like, please don't do this to minerals. And if you've seen this done to minerals, please
Yeah.
do everything you can. Like, donate to Rufo today to save this mineral.
Right? Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
A Sarah McLachlan commercial.
That's it. I can hear the tiny violins. Like, oh my goodness. Exactly what did I just walk into? Ah, that was like, oh my goodness. That poor rock.
What you just saw was a sneak peek of what's going to be in my video that'll come out either tonight or tomorrow, depending on when YouTube processes it in HD. I don't like to put my videos out until they're done in 1080. But I got a dyed geode that we're going to play with cleaning out, as well as a whole bunch of other goodies. I guess I'll have to flip back over, or
yes.
Also, we're not going to go through everything again, but I will tell you to definitely go back in this live later.
Yes.
And check out all these goodies, because I got a big, like 20-pound. Hold on, I got to stand up to grab it so I don't hurt my back again. Reaching over and grabbing it like that hurt my back before. Because it's like a galena lead ore full of pyrite and quartz.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to grab this one too.
It's funny because my brother just gave me a bigger one too. So now I've got two big masses like this.
What's a guy to do?
But Brian, this one, actually, I think half the people missed this one at the beginning. This is a nice, rare hemimorphite crystal from Mexico. Look at those super thin blades of the hemimorphite crystals.
Totally cool.
If you ever see these on the market and they're bright blue or dark blue or blue at all, don't buy them. They should be clear to stained yellow and stuff like that's fine. But they dye them blue, and they actually take these and they spray them blue to try and increase their value. But these are natural crystals.
You weren't looking at the camera. You were looking at the window.
This one is it broke, and I'm gonna kind of redo the display here. But that piece is glued in, and it was a hemimorphite from Mexico.
That's cool. Yeah, I can use the facelift. That display. For sure.
And then the other bit you missed, Brian, was this was really cool. Truncus geode with some awesome UV. These go like orange red. Probably still show it even with the lights on. Yeah, you'll have to go back and definitely catch some of that stuff, or just wait for the video to come out, because the video is going to have all this stuff. And I'm going to go through all these agates, get them wet, show them all with backlighting. We got a whole stack of the large ones, whole box of the small ones.
No, it's dead as dead.
I know, I need to charge mine too.
I think my little one's working better than my big one right now. I've got all kinds of light though. Oh, you can barely see it on there. It is kind of doing its thing. Like I say, it's competing. It's competing with all the ring lights and light lights. But yeah, I just pulled that out of the saw.
And then this guy as well, Brian, fish fossil. The fish. That's probably like one of the big highlights here is the fish. The fish and the truncus. I'm just in love with the two of those. Oh, and the hemimorphite. The fish, the truncus, the hemimorphite. It's hard to choose between them, because I've always wanted one of these fish fossils, and I've always wanted a hemimorphite specimen like this. And I like geodes, and I didn't have any truncus big geodes. I only had a tiny one, so.
When it rains, it pours, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool.
The only thing that's a bummer is when these things, come because of negative news or sad news. And that was a friend of a friend. Their grandfather passed away, who was into lapidary, and they apparently had a huge workshop. They handed my friend some of this stuff to just take. He's like, oh, I know someone who's into this stuff. And they gave him all that just to give to me without even knowing me, which is like beyond generous of, it's just crazy. But I told them if they need help moving more stuff, they want to sell some of the stuff, get money for it. You know, it's like I know lots of people who are more than happy to help y'all out and, you know, purchase any and all lapidary stuff you guys have. Let me know and we'll help you out. So we'll see what they end up saying if there's more.
Yeah, a lot of times that's really overwhelming for a lot of family to deal with because they don't necessarily know, and
Bye, Mom.
it's just a lot. So yeah, sometimes that offer is needed and appreciated, and so we appreciate you making that offer even to them, even if they find a way around it and don't need you.
Also, real quick, bye, Mom, and bye, Rich. They're both taken off.
Yeah. Yeah. See you guys.
And we're going to wrap it up pretty soon, too. I just wanted to do a short little live here and do that. And now I've got to go actually clean these up. I'm going to actually do that whole acid thing right now. Well, not acid. I've got acetone, vinegar, and iron out here. And I'm going to do the 3 of those on this geode and finish that video tonight. And clean that huge quartz and pyrite lead hunk, too. That one I'm going to be more careful with because if that is a lead ore, like I think, I don't really want to just soak that in water. Yummy.
If you do, at least glove up.
Right? Yeah, lead water. Yummy.
Yeah. Yeah, don't feed it to the cat. Yeah, so I'm glad, first of all, that you got to record my reaction to the meteor joke. That was hilarious. And second of all, my reaction to when that pink dye started coming off. I wonder, in the chat real quick, tell me how many more of you reacted with recoil in the same way that I did.
Right? Oh.
I'm just curious how many of you. I'm glad you got to record my reaction to that. That was highly entertaining.
Right. And I mean, you actually got me thinking, I want to go make like a PSA short now to put on YouTube and stuff. Just have actual,
no kidding.
A short and do it like Sarah McLachlan and put that song and everything.
Please do. Adopt a mineral. Like, please, this poor mineral has been so abused. And for just 19 cents a day, you could help clean the dye off this mineral and like...
Almost that. I mean, it's almost even like, it reminds me of the Dawn commercials cleaning the ducks and the penguins and stuff too. Like, there's a community on Reddit that loves it. They're all about the mineral gore posts is what they're called. And they tag them mineral gore, and I'm absolutely putting this one on there.
For sure. I'm glad you started that and showed us just a little sneak peek and caught that live. That was really cool. Beautiful stuff. I can't wait to see what you do with it.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming in. It was very on plan today, other than I was going to show everything off. Figure, hey, have someone else in here. It's a little fun that way.
Angie, she's in memberships to save the minerals. I love that, Angie. Way to be awesome.
Oh, thanks, Angie.
I love it.
Who's that? Cody Eiler? Hello, Cody. And yeah, thank you for that, Angie. Who got the memberships? We got Allison. Hey, now you're your channel member. You can go watch my channel member only videos now.
Cool.
Anyone who just got the membership, there's not a lot on there, but you've definitely got a couple little channel member only videos to go check out.
Yeah, thanks, Angie. She's the bomb.
I'm working on more, so soon there will be a couple like actually cool cabbing videos where I'm gonna cut and cab some pieces and only put those videos for members only and not for everyone else. But I got to start making some exclusive content and make it worth being a channel member. It's only $1 a month, and it supports me, but I want to make it worth it for everyone too.
That's the only reason why I haven't started channel memberships yet is because I haven't yet decided what kind of special stuff I could do for channel members.
Right. Yeah. It's not quite like Patreon where you can really send people gifts because it's not quite enough. $1 a month is, helps with some coffees and maybe a little rock price, but it's not like.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
I mean, it all adds up for sure, but
right.
Yeah, I haven't done it yet, and that's the reason why.
Yeah, I've got to go figure out my next Patreon thing I'm going to do because I've still actually got to send out some of those packages to a few of my Patreons from last month's video that I did, or the start of this month. I did a Patreon appreciation, and I have not shipped all of those bubble mailers out yet. So yeah, sorry anyone if you're looking at yours, it's on the way.
An unfinished thought on my show this morning was that on the Valentine's Day Hangout, we did a Q&A, like, who knows about Prairie Girl Rocks? And there were a couple of people who got, like, all of the answers right. And we had joked that we were going to do, like, a dozen rocks or something for a prize one for that. And then I started picking out, like, I think there were 3 people, and I started picking out a dozen rocks. And I was like, ain't nobody got no time for this. Like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna send meteorite slices
Oh,
out of
what?
that meteorite that I cut
Wow.
for that last video. So they're not polished, they're not big, but they're cool and they're
That's super
they're
cool.
legit. So
No, don't demean
no,
the
right. But
worthiness
and
of the
if you
prize by
wanted to
saying they're
polish
not big.
this,
They're
if you wanted to
glorious.
polish just one side of this, it would be really, really pretty. But
Yeah.
in the meantime, like there's a couple end cuts there that are really cool, and then just some slices and stuff. And I got a few pieces off of that, so I was like, that would be cool, and I might even be able to just like drop those in an envelope and mail those out, and it won't take me forever to decide. Because I'll pick for a 12 rock package, I'll pick like 40 rocks and then narrow it down to 12 and then change those 12 times before
Yeah.
I send a package out because I'm terrible like that. So I thought that was awesome. I thought that was an awesome idea. Meteorite slices.
No worries, Jeff. Jeff said he's going to be sending out the giveaway packages soon, or Vicky will be sending out the giveaway packages. No worries whatsoever, Jeff. This closet's full of rocks. I got plenty at the moment. When I won that giveaway, I was excited, and I turned and I told Whitney, I was like, "Woo! I won Jeff's giveaway." She's like, "You won more rocks." Not only that, my friend who gave me all these rocks that we looked at today, his name is Jeff. He's a friend I have here in California, and when I told her the other day, I was like, "Hey, Jeff's got a few boxes of rocks for me." She thought at first I was talking about this Jeff, and I was like, "No, my friend Jeff here. He's got some boxes of rocks for me." She's like, "Oh my gosh, no."
Not another Jeff, not more rocks.
Yeah. She knows him too. I've known him for like 10 years.
Yeah, I don't think you can ever have too many. I mean,
Yeah.
cookies or tater chips, you can never have too many. You can just share more with your friends the more you have, right? So
Right. I mean,
not a bad thing.
until the floor of this closet gives out and falls into my neighbor's.
My closet too.
Oh,
Oh, I'm missing again just the corner of my chat today. What's it say? I'm gonna move it over. I want to see you do something with that Kentucky material that I sent you, like what I sent to Allison. See,
yes.
there's a challenge. I've got some more too, and I plan on doing more stuff with that too.
Yeah, I got to sit down with Jeff on Jeff, we got to do like a FaceTime or something later, and I've got to like actually go through them and figure out exactly which one it is, because
There are too many Jeffs.
Yeah.
Bear.
I'm not 100% positive. I think we tried to narrow it down last time, and I think I know which one it is now, but I'm going to have to pull my box of slabs back out because they got mixed back up. But I think it was marked. Was it the one that was already marked up for cabs, or maybe not? I don't know. We'll figure that out later. But yes, I'll do that. We can maybe even do that on a live one of these nights.
Yeah, cool, guys.
But yeah, I got to get ready for I've got a club meeting tonight. You've got a club meeting tonight for Meteors. My lapidary club. I'm finally going to the lapidary club. Woo! And they've got a rock identification special tonight. So they're telling everyone, bring in whatever rocks you want and we'll try and identify it. So maybe I'll take in that Trunkus geode and see if people can identify. Although,
what that red glowing mineral in there is.
Yeah, maybe someone will know, because I don't want to start scratching them up or not breaking them out to do a specific gravity test. I'm leaving those in there.
And Jeff said it wasn't a slab. It was probably more like a chonkus. Might have looked a little like this. I cut this piece. It looks like this inside.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken, and I just happen to have that within arm's reach, Jeff. If I'm not mistaken, that will be the Jeff Kentucky material.
I do know another Art. It's been many, many years since I've talked to him, but you're the only Art I know now.
I know another Art in our meteorite group. It's funny too, because he was talking about the club that he's a part of and how a lot of the club saws are not really fantastic pieces of equipment. They get the job done, but you'll see the saw blades through the rocks, and he's like, how does your saw cut? Does it do that? And I didn't even miss a beat. I was like, crap, no, Art. Like my saw cuts like that one, almost polished, comes off there, almost polished.
Oh,
ready to go straight to the flat lap. Very little work left to do. That's why I call it the time machine, because it'll save you so much time not having to polish all those saw marks out of things.
Yeah.
So yeah, the DeLorean, the time machine.
That reminds me, before we do go, because I am going to wrap it up so that we can head out soon, but I forgot I got a mail. It's not much, but I got a couple agates here from the Glacier Bros.
Oh, those are cool.
Let's flip the camera. I'll get them wet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I really like this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. Look at all those little fiery fractures throwing lights through there.
It's got really cool little bubbles in there. I don't know what's going on there.
Little dots.
Right? Look at how weird. And then, yeah, that one with some water lines.
That's pretty too. I like that little pink.
But yeah, I
that
was
blue.
thinking about them because when you mentioned the saw thing, I noticed this one. I was like, oh, it's got a huge fracture out of it.
oh, bummer.
And this one's got a weird, the way it's cut is uneven and it goes up right here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what happened is it was like this and it had that fracture and he started cutting into the fracture and then it turned. So it went near.
Or coming off. It broke
Yeah, it
and
cut a
left
little-
a big.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, it might have been coming off.
Out, and then he came across it again. But yeah, tumble that bad boy.
Yeah, this one has got a
Why
huge
not?
chunk.
I mean,
Tumble
you
it.
might have to tumble it for more than a week to get some of that rough outer edge
Right.
off there, but
Hey, I've got like 15 little ones like this. My tumbler's not very big, but I could try. But yeah, we'll.
Oh, that poor thing. That was so much fun. Thank you. That was cool. That was
Yeah,
cool.
look forward to that little video where I'm gonna spend the next couple hours before I go to my meeting cleaning this up now. So
That's cool.
that's the rest of my day. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Art, Jeff, Brian, Angie, Ken. We got Bear. Let's see who else is here. Melissa.
Daniel.
Let's see. Yeah. Rich was here and left. Daniel Plays with Rocks was here. Might still be here.
Mm-hmm.
Might just be lurking. Jackie was here for a minute. I missed that. Nick, City Rock Hound is here. But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. StreamYard's now doing a thing I didn't know about. It's in the description here. If you want to try StreamYard premium membership, you can use my link and you will get $10 off after you spend your first $25. I had no idea StreamYard did a link, or I would have used a friend's because I'm sure Karen uses it. And I would have totally used Karen's link had I known, and we'd have both got money for it. She'd have got 25 and I would have got 10. So a little late for that now because I already upgraded. But now I know. Anyone else looking to upgrade, make sure you use a friend's link, whether it be mine or someone else's. Ask around. Get that free money, y'all.
Yeah, for sure. Use those links. Get those deals for sure.
Yeah, it's in the description of this one. If anyone wants it, I can post it in the Discord or send it around. Loki said send it to me.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, y'all have a great day. I appreciate you hanging out for a little bit. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Way fun.
Bye,
See you
everyone.
guys around.
Thanks for hanging out, Allison.
Yeah.
Oh, the hearts. I love it.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you guys.